Louie, welcome to the event. It's good to see you here. First of all, just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you've been doing in your karting career so far.
Yeah, I've been doing Honda Cadet for the last 3 years. That's when I started. That's the class I've been doing. This year I moved up to Junior X30 with Fusion. They gave me a great offer, and well, we couldn't really resist it.
And is this your first time racing overseas as well then this year?
This is my first European race this weekend.
So how does it compare with racing in the UK?
So far it's been a lot harder. Yesterday was really hard getting used to the grip and stuff with the track, so yeah, it's been difficult.
Yeah, you've got the different temperatures. When it gets hot here, it gets really hot, which you don't experience that much back in the UK. So I've heard drivers say that here in Italy, tyres and getting the pressures right and learning to drive on hot, sticky tyres. Is that a big difference?
It is, yeah. You have to be a lot smoother. Like in England, you can be more like vigorous, but with the tyres. But here, smoothness and yes, it's just different aspects of it. It's really hard.
So you moved to Junior X30. Just talk us around the kart. Tell us a little bit about the class, if you can.
Yeah, well, we use like Comet tyres. It's a bigger kart, considerably bigger. It took a while to get used to. We use an X30. It's an OTK. It just matches the colours really. That's why we brought it. It's an Miami engine. It's reasonably fast, but it's a junior, so it's got a bit of a restrictor.
That's 125cc, isn't it?
Yeah.
What sort of speeds do you get out of this then?
We get up to like 70, 75. It's quite fast. It takes a while to get used to, but we spent 4 days in Italy. No, Spain. So we got used to it there.
Stepping up from a cadet kart, a Honda cadet kart as well, apart from the extra power you've got, how about the handling of the kart and the grip that you get? Is that much different?
Yeah, it's tougher on the arms. Yeah, mostly the arms, I find. Shoulders is difficult.
Because you carry, I mean, there's no suspension as such, is that you carry the car as part of your body, isn't it? So all that energy is going through you, isn't it?
Yeah. It's much more, difficult and harder on your body.
And I guess stepping up with not just the top speed, it's acceleration, isn't it? Which probably takes some getting used to.
Acceleration is hard, yeah. Especially in Europe, we have a different exhaust, so the mid range is faster.
What can you change and alter on the kart then during the course of practice, testing? What sort of things are you changing to try and get those extra tenths of a second?
We can change the carburation, that little thing there, to change the carburation to change the fuel into the engine. And we do that at the beginning of the race as well to stop it oiling up.
But you can't go too far. If you take too much oil out of the mixture, then you're going to blow the engine. But you've got to get as close as you can to get the max power, haven't you?
It's very difficult to get the right, because we do it in minutes, so it's very difficult getting it right. It took quite a bit of practice.
And that's something you can adjust during the race as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
What about gearing on the karts? Is that something that is a big factor in getting the right setup, and how much can you change?
I don't really do that. My mechanic does. I just drive it, really. I make sure he does the right stuff.
You giving him, I mean, I know you've got lots of data these days, but are you also giving him your feedback, and do you have a discussion every time you come back about what to change?
My team boss has come up with a new initiative, so every time we come to the awning, we have to write down what we think about the car and how it drove.
What about if you feel it was pretty much perfect, it's been the best it's been all weekend, and you feel you've got a really good setup, but maybe there's still some time left in practice? Do you then start experimenting and trying something radical out to see what happens?
We do, yeah. My boss Piers is quite experimental with the car. He does try his best to make it as perfect as he can.
And finally, what about this circuit? What's it like to drive? Where is it tough? Where is it tough on the setup as well?
The setup is tough. It's a fantastic circuit, one of my favourite. It's just really nice, smooth, but it is tough. Getting the setup right, you have to drive it perfectly every lap. Consistency is really hard.
Yeah, and the extra speed and power and performance that you've got, I guess the more you do it, a bit more confidence comes as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's taken a while to get used to.
So this weekend, what are you hoping for in terms of what's going to be a result that will please you? I know you'd like to win, of course, but coming into the class for the first season, I guess you've got to take it one step at a time.
I think we've got to be realistic, but then we have to push ourselves. We had a great first round of LGM, came 5th there, so that was really good, boosted our confidence. So that we try to keep faith in ourselves. A top 6, I would say, would be good.
And in Europe, we always get, there's always a good portion of drivers are from Britain. So it looks like the level of young British drivers coming through is still very high.
Yeah, a lot of British drivers come through, as you say. It will be good to get more drivers coming through, especially in this class. It's becoming so much more popular, so competitive.
All right, well, good to meet you. Thanks for talking us around the car. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.